Hi everyone, welcome to the Superchat Connect. The day was already quite long. We had the German webinar earlier today. Last week we already had the in-person event here in Berlin. Probably for most of you that are not in Germany, it doesn't really make sense to come all the way to Berlin. But yeah, I'm super excited to now also and have the last and third webinar today, kind of showcasing what we are building and what we've built over the last couple of months. A lot of hard work went into this, so I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy what I'm showing you. So a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. So as always, on the right-hand side, you can find the chat. And there are some of you already chatting. So like if it's hidden, there's like this register button on the right-hand side. So there we have the chat. Toby is with me today from the product team, who will be already responding to some of your questions. Then if you have any questions during the webinar, please just like add them to the chat, and then we will highlight most of them in the end, and I try to answer as many questions as possible. And yeah, I think we are already 2 minutes after 4 p.m. anyway, so I think let's get started right away. So I will first start off, but I will keep this part very, very brief with a couple of slides, why we are here today and what you can expect. Then, as you know, every good keynote, we have a very cool trailer for you, kind of teasing on what's to come. And then afterwards, we will jump into the product and we will discover hopefully one, at least, hopefully even two use cases on how we can use the AI agent. First, we will take a look at a sales use case, and then also afterwards, hopefully, if we have time left, a support use case. And I really want to make sure to show you how powerful this new agent is so that you can leverage it for your own business. As always, let's stop with the introduction. Let's actually start right away. All of you already made the switch from, kind of only phone, only email to, the messengers where your customers are every day and the messengers that they are also using with friends and family. And these are, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. And this was phase one. Now we are in phase two. And phase two is now really seeing like a huge shift. First, also, especially like with consumers, how they behave, how they do certain things. For example, you don't grab to your cookbook if you have a question about cooking. Like it's very likely that most of you just ask ChatGPT, for example. The same thing also applies to in general. You don't Google stuff so much anymore. You like more and more rely on ChatGPT or other like AI models. Why? Again, because it's like so much more convenient. With Google, you like search what you are looking for, but usually still like the answer to your question is still 1 or 2 clicks away. And ChatGPT just gives you the correct answer to what you are looking for right there, and like within a couple of milliseconds. And that's why this is so powerful and why it's a huge, huge opportunity for your business. This kind of brings me to now kind of, making everything like work in the story. As today it's Messenger. You can see here, a customer having a question, but future, and this is also already happening right now. So it's not only the future, it's already also happening today. It's like people expect answers fast. Again, your customers have it very, very easy. They can, with 2 clicks, go to your competitor around the corner. We just have to be very fast in responding, not only in support, but also in sales, consulting our customers. And that's why we should leverage this new technology in combination with, like the setup that we already have in place in Superchat anyway. That's why, this is kind of the introduction of a new era. Previously it was messaging. I think, messaging, especially like in the business context, there we also were very fortunate with timing. That's That's also one of the reasons why we grow so quickly, because the demand from businesses to use messaging, especially WhatsApp, was huge. And now we are seeing like a huge shift again of businesses really wanting to leverage messaging, but in combination with AI, especially AI, not only chatbots that are only capable of responding, but actually AI agents that go beyond chatting. And that's exactly why we are here today. So I think Toby didn't interrupt me anymore, so I think everything is okay. A little shock. But yeah, now to the fun part. Let's actually take a look at our trailer. So I will share my screen again. And then I think movie, let's roll it. Perfect. Very nice. Here we go. Teasing you a little bit. So I think the video already showed very well what we are now going to take a look at. But yeah, like really fingers crossed. I think the text setup should work now. I don't see any more comments. So fingers crossed that it actually stays this way. So now I think the moment that we all waited for, let's jump into the product and let's take a look at the new AI agent. So I will share my screen. Here we go. And now let's jump into Superchat. Perfect. So now here on the navigation, you can already see the new menu. This you should actually also already have in your workspace. And so we gave the very early bird customers access last week on Friday. Some of our small range of beta customers even earlier. So we've been testing everything for a long while. Now it's finally ready for the world, for all of you to use it. So here, why do we have a new navigation here? I think that kind of just shows where the journey also ahead kind of takes us with Superchat. I will also briefly talk about this at the very end. Is I think we really want to make the AI agent like a big part of Superchat, because we just see huge success with companies that are implementing it. They save a lot of resources and can actually spend the time and resources that they have on the more complex issues. But I think 80% of the work in most cases can actually be automated, especially in support, but also sales when it comes to qualifying leads and everything. So that's exactly why we also said, hey, we've built a chatbot now, but now we really want to double down on building the best AI agent on the market that works across all channels, and that's exactly what we did. So here in the navigation, you have AI agents. So here you can already see we have one AI agent, in this case, a support bot up and running. So this is already actively being used right now in automations across all channels. Here, I already prepared one IKEA buddy for the support case that we will take a look at the end of this presentation. But now we first want to go ahead and actually create a sales case. What we are going to do is we will I picked one example, but really this applies to every industry, every use case is always the same. I just had to pick one. So now we are building a lead qualification agent for an insurance broker that basically qualifies leads that are interested in getting their car insured. But later, so that you kind of get a brief overview of what is possible, we will also take a look at the IKEA buddy. This time it's support use case, and then also, of course, like a different industry. In this case, a huge furniture company. So let's go ahead and click on new AI agent. And here you can already see it looks a lot different than the old AI chatbot, because what we observed is that a lot of companies have kind of a hard time kind of setting up the AI chatbot. It's also a little bit difficult because it's kind of you need to get used to it. So like this part we try to kind of get rid of entirely. Kind of, us doing the heavy lifting for you. All you need to, do is kind of say what kind of AI agent you want to create. So like in our case, I already prepared something. I will open my notes. So here is all we are doing. We will go through it. So kind of all I'm saying here is saying, hey, create a car insurance assistant that qualifies leads based on the vehicle type, the insurance coverage, and the budget. The assistant should also provide advice and automatically calculate a lead score from 0 to 10 from 0 to 100 based on the three things that we are asking the contact about. So we have vehicle type, insurance coverage, and the budget of the customer or the lead. And then here at the end, the lead score is strictly for internal use only and must never be shared with the customer, which of course makes sense. Now, I'm happy with that. So now we can even go ahead and already provide company knowledge here in this step right away, either by uploading files or by adding your website. With website, it's a status quo. Also already, we are going to your website and get all the data from all your pages, then make it accessible to the AI agent so that he's already trained on all the, like knowledge of your company. So, opening hours, like what kind of services, products you are offering, and so on and so forth. So we will keep it simple. Now let's go ahead and actually create this one. So here you can see the loading state. It usually only takes 1 or 2 seconds. It's super, super fast. And now here we have the new interface where you completely can manage the new AI agent. So here on the left-hand side, you can see the tabs. We will go through them step by step. So here we have goals and personality. Goals and personality is really the instructions for the AI agent. Here at the top, we have the name, which was automatically pre-filled, was called InsureMate, and then we have an avatar that we can pick. Both of these are, of course, only for internal reasons or purposes. And then below, we have the instructions kind of grouped in 3 different sections. At the very top, we have role and tasks. So like here, we can define what the AI agent should do, what steps he should follow, and what his goal is. Then we have style and language. So here we say to the AI agent how he should chat with customers. Should he be friendly, funny? Should he use emojis? What emojis? So like here we can be very, very specific. And then last but not least, at the very bottom, we have boundaries and taboos. So here we can add stuff like, do not share the lead score with customer under any circumstances, never mention any competitors, and so on and so forth. So we will go through this like a little bit more in detail in a sec, but we can continue here with knowledge and data. Here we have 3 options that we can do. Is again, we can add the website. I already explained that one. We can upload documents to train our AI agent, or, and this is new, we can manage internal knowledge right in Superchat, making it super, super easy to maintain knowledge and add knowledge along the way. So here, how this works is we have QA lists. QA lists are basically like folders for different question-answer pairs. So let's say we have one for pricing questions. And then here, what we would now do is, add questions, that come kind of frequently from customers. We can add multiple. Then we hit create. One is enough. And then we already created a QA list. Now, the AI chatbot is already being trained. It took only 1 second because it's only one question. And this way we can really add and maintain knowledge right in Superchat, making it very easy. For example, if the AI agent has a hiccup in the inbox, to then just add the knowledge so that going forward the AI agent is capable of actually providing the right answer in case he sometimes doesn't provide the correct answer, for example. Exactly. In our demo case, we will keep it super, super simple. We won't add any knowledge at all. Now continuing with tools and actions. And this is also the reason, again, I mentioned it earlier, why we now call the chatbot or like the agent not chatbot anymore, but actually agent. Why? Because the agent is capable of doing a lot more than just responding to the customer. Here you can already see 2 calls, and we in total have 3, but we will add more very, very soon, now very quickly. So the AI agent is capable of writing internal notes. Super cool, especially like for support use case, but also for sales use cases. For example, when the customer asks to be connected to a human agent, then we can automatically say to the AI agent that in this case he should summarize what was talked about in an internal note with next steps, so that the human who takes over the conversation just needs to scan the internal note and doesn't need to go through the entire conversation. So super powerful. Then read contact. Here we can give the AI agent access to contact attributes. So like in our case, I already prepared a whole bunch. So I have budget, vehicle, lead score, and insurance coverage. So then he can just go ahead and see. We might already have some of this data about the contact. So then in this case, he doesn't need to ask again. And then even better, and that goes hand in hand with read contact, we also have the tool that the AI agent is capable of updating the contact. Automations. So like here, you can really now define on when the AI agent should actually handle which conversations. So here you can already see the most common cases. We have, either you want the AI agent to always respond. And then for example, lead qualification, we will actually use this one in our example at first contact only. So perfect, only for new customers that are writing you. Then for support case, we will take a look at this one today as well for each chat opening. So every time the customer raises a new issue, we want the AI agent to first, try to handle the issue himself, and only if necessary, loop in a human. Then outside of business hours should be pretty self-explanatory. And then also super powerful, you are now able to build an automation where you can just say, hey, manual trigger AI agent, and then your human agents are capable of just handing over the conversation to your AI agent with one click from the Unit inbox. Exactly. But before we continue there, let's actually go back here to goals and personality. And now let's not take a look at this at all. Now let's just try it out. Hi there. I am interested in getting my car insured. Can you help? So now I'm saying this model is shown because, hey, I haven't provided any knowledge yet. Superchat asking if I want to do so, in this case, not. So now, the AI agent is already working in the test environment and already responded saying, hey, absolutely happy to assist you. You are in good hands. To get started, what vehicle do you want to insure? And then what kind of coverage are you looking for? So I have an Audi Q5, from last year. And I want to get full coverage because I am a very bad driver. Let's see how the AI agent now handles that one. Perfect. And now you can kind of already see the magic on what the AI agent is capable of. So remember, here under tools and actions, we gave the AI agent the capability of updating the contact, which contact attributes, budget, lead score, vehicle, and insurance coverage. Now you can see the AI agent automatically detected the vehicle, updated the contact attribute, the right one. Here I think there's an R. There shouldn't be an R, but the AI agent was still smart enough. Audit Q5 2024. Then the insurance coverage was full coverage. That's perfect. And then even added an internal note. Like in this case, we will adjust it so that you can also see how easy it is to adjust the instruction. I'm not super happy with what he did here with the internal note, but we will fix that in a second. Then here he continues now saying, hey, thanks for the details. Full coverage on a 2024 Audi Q5 is a solid choice. A couple questions so I can tailor options. Do you have a monthly budget? My monthly budget is max 100 euros. And the second question is any recent claims? No, and no recent claims or violations. Perfect. That's it. Kind of what I don't like here is he, create an internal note here right away. I kind of only want the AI agent to do it like at the end or when, the contact asks for human help. I don't want him to, create so many internal notes. And I also want him to, as soon as all the contact attributes, budget, insurance coverage, and vehicle type are, collected to only then calculate the lead score. So let's actually fix that by just, telling the AI agent exactly that. So like here, it says core task, engage with potential customers in a polite way. That's fine. Ask relevant questions to determine the customer's vehicle type, desired coverage, and budget. Then 3, provide personalized advice based on the customer's responses, highlighting. Then here, this is now the thing that we have to adjust. Calculate the lead score based on the information provided. Ensure it reflects, and then here we say, and do so immediately after you received information about budget, vehicle, and coverage, desired coverage. That should already fix it. And then here, the second thing that I wanted to adjust is the thing with an internal note, is create a short internal summary note after each interaction. That I don't want. Detailing the customer's need and the calculated lead score without sharing this information to the customer. Then here we will say create a short internal note after kind of collecting all data or when the contact asks for human help. Done. So I'm pretty confident that this will work, so I won't even retest it here. Hopefully I'm not too confident, but now let's already go ahead and actually put this AI agent into action in automations. So I will click to automations, and then here, as I want to have this as a lead qualifying bot, I will say, hey, here only at first contact only. And now, like we already provide the setup, and all you really have to do is like here in the AI agent, select the AI agent that you want to use. In our case, the InsurMate. I think one fun thing now that we can extend the automation even further with would be cool now to, based on the lead score, on how high it is, kind of on whether the lead is hot or not, to then route hot leads with a high lead score to like a human agent right away, so that the human agent gets a notification kind of saying, hey, you should call this lead. For all other cases, we just want to add the contact to a contact list to nurture them with a WhatsApp newsletter, for example. I can do that very easily with the follow-ups and escalations. You already know, if you are using the AI chatbot already, human handover and task completion. So these we both still have. So here, these come out of the box. Human handover meaning we automatically detect when the contact asks for human help, and then you can go the path. Or on task completion, this automatically detects when the AI agent, resolve the customer issue and everything is done. And then, for example, you can set the conversation to done to keep the inbox tidy. But we will take a look at both in a second with the support use case. In our use case, we want to have a custom exit condition, kind of saying, hey, when lead score calculated, I already have it here. And then here I say, as soon as you have calculated the lead score, go ahead and stop the conversation. Done. I'm happy with that. Now you can see I just created it, and now here there's a new path that I can now build. So like as soon as the lead score is calculated, all I want to do is now filter on how high the lead score is, and based on that, continue. So I filter by contact attribute because the lead score is a contact attribute. And now I say, hey, every time the lead score is greater than, let's say, 80 is pretty high, not 800. I want to assign the conversation to someone from our team. So assign the conversation to myself, actually. And in all other cases, we will just put the contact to a contact list. Let's do it like this. And then here we will say, hey, this is the lead. Done. And then, I didn't want to add a note. I wanted to tidy everything up. So I'm happy with that. And now, within a couple of minutes, this automation is ready. I will do one more thing because I'm currently in a production environment, so that this automation is not triggered for any other customers, as this is only for demo purposes. I will add a filter so that it just applies for contacts with the first name Mika, so myself. I hope nobody is now messaging us called Mika. And now I will publish it. And then we'll jump into the inbox and actually take a look on how this looks like there. So inbox. Now here we have a couple of these I will remove really quick. And now I will be messaging our good AI agent saying, hi there, I am interested in getting my car insured. So I'm currently on my phone, don't be surprised, on WhatsApp. So here, message is received. Here, I already went ahead and already pinned all the attributes that the AI agent is working with. So budget, vehicle, insurance, coverage, and lead score. And pay close attention because you will see, as I'm chatting now, that these will automatically be filled by the AI agent. So now AI agent is responding. Hi, Mika, happy to assist you to get you the best options. Could you share what car you drive? I stick to Audi Q5 2024. And I need full coverage. I stick to the same example. So now, the message will be here in a second, and the message is here. Now the AI agent will respond and hopefully update the contact attributes on the right-hand side. So please pay close attention. It always takes 1 or 2 seconds. So now the AI agent already responded, will be pre-filled in a sec, saying, hey, great, thanks. A last quick thing. What monthly budget do you have in mind for full coverage on your 2024 Audi Q5? And then I will say not more than 100 euros. Not more than 100 euros. Perfect, that looks good. Now you can see it's a little bit delayed. Here, Audi Q5, now everything was filled immediately because this was not in focus. So now you can see here, everything was now already filled. So budget set to 100, that's correct. Audi Q5 2024, which is correct. Full coverage, which is correct. And the lead score was calculated. The internal note, we made the adjustments for not every interaction. So the adjustments that we made to the instruction worked perfect. So there you can see how easy it is to then, fine-tune your AI agent. And the lead score was calculated with 82. And, remember back, we said for everything higher than 80, go ahead and assign the conversation to Mika, myself. That's exactly what happened. Now the conversation is done and everything worked exactly how I wanted it. So super, super powerful. Here, there's still one weird thing. We need to fix it to be completely transparent, but you can fix it with one sentence in the prompt. For some weird reason, the AI decided to, have this internal note in German, which of course doesn't make sense. You can fix it for now. We will fix it probably today or tomorrow. You can just go ahead in the prompt and say, hey, make sure that the internal note is in English, and then it's done. Exactly. So like super cool use case. Let's now actually go ahead and pause this automation, because now I want you to take a look at the second one, and this is our little IKEA buddy here. So really quick setup, what I've built here, just like as in the preparation of this webinar, also only took like 2 minutes. I just said, hey, I need a AI agent that does support at IKEA, that should just support customers. In this example, I asked the AI agent, you can see it here, to in the beginning always ask for like this AI agent should be a little bit quirky and funny, and kind of also have the brand voice of IKEA. And then here, the AI agent should, like in the beginning, always ask for the customer ID first. And then here I said, hey, and always in the beginning, for the customers, ask, there's a little typo, works anyways, ask for the customer's customer ID. The customer ID always starts with CU and is followed by 8 digits. Example, if the contact does not have the customer ID, just skip it. And then, you should just follow all the other instructions. So that looks great. We will skip the step on testing it here. We will build the automation right away, because I think it's so much more fun to actually take a look how this actually looks like in WhatsApp. So let's go ahead here. Here you can still see this AI agent is also still connected to this automation, but this one is paused. So now we will go ahead and create a second one. Here now with the support template. So like with each chat opening, I will select this one. Same thing here. Here you have a tutorial on how this template works, but this one's pretty straightforward. So what we want to do here is every time a new customer is messaging us, we try that the AI agent should solve this issue first. If he's not capable of doing that, we then have like the system exit condition here saying, hey, when customer wants human assistance, then assign the conversation. And then if the AI agent was capable of completing the task himself, then after task completion, he should please go ahead and just mark the conversation as done. Same thing when the contact doesn't respond within 23 hours. We can also, put this to 2 hours. Let's put this to 2 hours. We also want then for, the AI agent to just go ahead and mark the conversation as done. Then this is for new customers. And then here, this is like a little bit like difficult to wrap your head around it, but you just need to understand it once. Here, in this case, it's always super important that we make sure that either the AI agent or in case of a human handover, the human agent always makes sure that at the end of the conversation, when everything was resolved, we always go ahead and mark the conversation as done. Why? Because now if the customer has yet another questions, like 2 days after, we of course want the AI agent to try to handle the situation again first. So then the second time, here you can see it, hey, for new and reopen conversations. So when the customer is reopening the conversation, so the conversation was done in Superchat and then is reopened by a new incoming message from the contact, then this automation is triggered again, and then the same applies. The AI agent will try to solve the issue first, and so on and so forth. So here in this case, I will now select the IKEA buddy. Everything else is already set up. Here I will assign this to myself again. And then here we just added a note for your team to say, hey, note for the team, please mark the conversation as completed as soon as you have helped the customer and the topic is closed. Only this way can our automation start again from the beginning as soon as the customer raises a new issue. That's exactly what I just explained. Nice, perfect. I'm happy with that. Same thing as previously. I only want this automation to be triggered for me. So I will do the same thing as with the last one. This step, please ignore it again. I will publish this automation. And now let's go ahead and test it again. So I will go ahead here. Let's do one thing beforehand. I will get rid of my pinned attributes here, and I just want the customer ID, because now it's completely different use case. Otherwise, it's a little bit confusing. And I will also actually go ahead and I will delete this conversation. so that I can start over. Now I jump into WhatsApp again, same number, and now I will just say, hi there, just wondering, can I get a refund uh, for my broken furniture. Uh, furniture. Auto correction. Okay, here we go. That took a little bit longer. Now the message is received again in Superchat in a second. Now the IKEA buddy will respond. You can see here custom ID automation. This is our IKEA automation. Now the AI agent responding, hi Mika, sorry to hear about the broken furniture. Let's get this sorted fast. Do you have a custom ID? Perfect. Let's now try to trick the AI agent by providing custom ID that's not valid. Because remember in the instruction we specifically said what kind of format like the custom ID has. And now here, this I don't really like. But this again we can fix with the prompt, with the instruction. The AI agent already responded saying, hey, got it, thanks, quick heads up, our custom ID looks like this. So he detected, hey, this is not a correct custom ID. Now I will provide a correct one, saying, hey, this is the correct one. And now the AI agent should go ahead and also update the contact again. You will see it on the right-hand side. This way, this time it was even quicker. You can see customer ID was set. And now the AI is trying to help me, saying, hey, perfect. Thanks, Mika. Can you send order number, receipt, photos? He asked for photos, which is perfect because the AI is also capable of reading photos, documents, voice messages, and everything. So now I will send a photo of a very, very damaged Kallax regal. Kallax, sorry, that was German. Kallax shelf, as you can see. And now let's see how the AI agent is handling the situation. Here, like kind of saying, hey, oof, that panel took a big hit. Thanks for the photo, super helpful, quickly. Do you have the order number or receipt? Did it arrive like this or did it break during after assembly? I think the AI agent is probably smart enough to kind of already detect that it probably didn't, break during the arrival, but that it was kind of, the issue of the the person like actually building it, kind of destroying it. Now I will ask for human help. Please connect me with a human ASAP. Now, what should happen is like the AI should now see, hey, contact wants to talk to a human. The conversation should be assigned. Note was created, exactly what I wanted. So like here, you see the conversation was assigned to myself. The note for the team was provided saying, hey, note for the team, please mark the conversation as completed. Now I can respond manually. Then as soon as I'm done, I can, set the conversation to done. And now let's say in 3 weeks time, the contact has yet another question. I'm writing, opening a new support ticket. I just sent another hi. And now the AI agent will first try again to handle the situation. Saying, hi, Mika, how can I help you today? If you have your customer ID, pop it in. If not, no stress. So like here, not sure, but like this, we can very easily fix via the instruction again. The customer ID was already provided. So let's debug this together. And then we also already go into the question round. I just want you to show you, how you can then also easily debug stuff. So like here, read contact is the customer ID is set, which is good. Then in this case, we just, in the instructions of the AI agent, then to specifically say, hey, in case you already have the customer ID, don't ask for it again. Let's ask here, do you have my customer ID already? You should. But yeah, here again, it's just like really then about like fine tuning the instructions from the AI agent saying, hey, before you ask for the customer ID, check first whether you already have it or not. In case you already have it, either let the contact confirm that it's the right one. If not, update it. Otherwise, just like skip the question entirely. Here you can see the AI agent kind of now, like thinking one more time, saying, hey, yes, I've got it. And then exactly saying, hey, this is the customer. But this, again, can be very easily, debugged by just you testing it a little bit and then making the instruction a little bit more concise. Exactly. Now we are already running short in time, so I think 15 minutes we definitely need for questions. And I hope this was insightful, but let's jump back to Vimeo. I'm very glad that the connection didn't break a third time. Perfect. So Toby probably already went ahead and provided me with a whole bunch of questions. So here I have a couple of questions in front of me and that Toby summarized. So starting with one from Adam Kelly asking, could the AI agent connect to Shopify and take tracking and update customer notes there? Exactly, that's possible. I will show you exactly how. Let me share my screen again, because that's a very common question. This is definitely now for already advanced customers who are also a little bit tech savvy. So here we have kind of a couple of options. If we go into, the IKEA bot, there are two things that we can always do. One thing is before actually initiating the AI agent, what we can do is we can here go ahead and make an HTTP request, for example, a GET request, and saying, hey, based on this phone number of the contact here in this case, writing us a message, go to Shopify and get, all the recent order information back. And then we can very easily, make this data that we get back here accessible to the AI agent here in the additional run instructions by providing it as variables here. So this is possible. So then, the AI agent has real-time even more data on your customers. And then what you can also do is here with the custom exit conditions, say, hey, every time, we have all the data, for example, here, let's stick to our example really quick. We asked for the data of, coverage, vehicle type, and the budget. And it might be the case that we actually want to sync this data that the AI agent collected to our, external CRM, for example. Then we can do the same thing here again, say, hey, as soon as, all the data was, collected, go ahead, data collected. Let's actually do it really quick. Then here description on when this should be triggered. So every time all the 3 data points were collected, go ahead, make an HTTP request, where we then update this data and push it to our external system. That's possible. And then afterwards, you can very easily loop back to the AI agent so that he continues the conversation. We will make this even easier going forward to provide this as a tool call right within the AI agent settings. But as of now, you can just implement it exactly like I just showed you. Perfect. Then next question from Marco Caporossi. Can an agent pass the control to another one specialized to another topic? Yes, exactly. And that's kind of also the idea of you setting up, a whole bunch of AI agents. One for, let's say, let's stick to Superchat. One for support, one for sales, and one for recruiting. And then if you have a live chat or, like WhatsApp on your website, every time someone messages you, you can then just say, hey, we first want to route the contact who's messaging us and first check, what they are messaging us for. Are they an existing customer? If so, let's route them to support agent. If they are a new lead, just like interested in checking out the product, let's route them to the sales agent. If they are an applicant, just like, like asking questions about, careers at Superchat, we can then just hand it over to the recruiting agent. Exactly, that's possible. Again, also with the custom exit conditions. So you would go ahead, create, 3 agents, maybe, one routing agent, or you would do it like in one of these agents, and then just say, hey, first always try to figure out why the contact is here. and then if he is a lead, then go this path. If he's an existing customer, go this path, and hand over to the support agent. Exactly. Next question from Gemma. Is there any integration available for Prospect CRM? Not sure if Prospect CRM is the name of the CRM. So we have one native integration with one CRM, that's HubSpot. Despite that, we have Make and Zapier integrations, but no other native integrations for now. But this is something that we are currently working very hard on. We are almost doubling our engineering team in the next couple of months, and then really it's the goal to double down on integrations, because we hear you want more integrations. That's exactly what's going to happen in the near future. I hope that answered your question. If not, please do a follow-up. Nice. Then next one from Murat. What customer pain points or feedbacks or data insights trends influence the Superchat 3.0 actually? And what are the priorities on the product roadmap to Superchat 4.0? Very good question. I think the biggest one was tool calls. So really quick, also this is a little bit technical. Our last AI agent was technically set up on the Assistant API from OpenAI, which made it not very flexible in what you are then capable of doing with it. Now we build it in a way where we then also can make it model agnostic. We can add, any tools. So the kind of the future, what we want is the AI agent to be capable of doing anything. I think one very common use case that we are hearing from a lot of customers is that the AI agent should be capable of managing or everything around scheduling appointments. Customer is canceling an appointment, the AI agent should then be able to delete that slot to make it accessible for other customers again. Same thing with updating appointments, and also just hey, the customer asks for an appointment next week on Thursday. The AI agent should then be smart enough with your appointment scheduling software to check whether there are any availabilities and then suggest a time, and then the AI agent can just book the slot for the customer. So this is kind of what the future holds, is giving the AI agent a lot more capabilities just beyond chatting, and that he's actually capable of even saving you more time and resources. So that's the ultimate goal. And then I think one big thing, but I will briefly have one more slide for the very end of this presentation. And next to the AI agent, we want to open one more channel, and that's calling, also with the AI agent, because we see a lot of calling companies and software providers, but a lot of customers are asking us to do the same, because of course, calling and chatting goes hand in hand, and also, do the handoff between calling and chatting. That's exactly what we also want to nail. And that's something that we're currently already looking at. The same with AI copilot. So the AI copilot that's user facing, that's something that we are going to work on. And then making automations and AI in general even more powerful. Especially, that's not all. I think now I use the word AI a lot. I think there are a lot of other big projects that you are also requesting, that we are seeing, like permissions, for example. That's something that we are currently started actually working on, and a whole bunch of other features. So here again, we are currently really doubling, tripling down on product, hiring a lot more people to join the team, so that we just have more resources to build an even better product and ship even more features even faster. Exactly. Then next question from Julian. When will WeChat be available as a messaging channel? We have a lot of leads from China. We manually have to check our personal WeChats to communicate. Is this on the roadmap? Currently not, because I think for most customers, the channel is probably, they don't really use it, because currently our primary markets are definitely still in Europe. Currently, we are also expanding globally. But I think some other customers also already requested that. Definitely saw it already on the roadmap. So honestly, I can't give you a timeline. But yeah, if more people are requesting it, we definitely will put even more pressure on it to implement it even quicker. I hope next year, but I can't make any promises. Nice. Then next question. Do you also integrate Signal and SMS? Signal, no. SMS, yes. So like SMS, you can just add as a channel as any other channels in our inbox settings. Signal, we are unfortunately not supporting yet. Sky, not a question, but would like to see if email messaging channel is a possibility in the future. Only being able to log into one store at a time per browser would be great to have them all in one place. Definitely, I think applies, the same also with WeChat and with Signal. So as you can see, like there are a lot of like very specific use cases on specific channels. Currently, like WhatsApp is by far our biggest with 85% of messaging volume. Even SMS, live chat, and all the other channels are not as big. One big reason being customers in the countries that we are operating really prefer WhatsApp over any other channel to contact you as a business. But yeah, if we see more people requesting these kind of channels, we will definitely add them along the way. Then Ryan, it mentions Instagram automations in your invite email, but this hasn't been covered yet. What is happening with Instagram? Very good question. Honestly, it was the same question also in our German webinar. Very glad you asked, because here we also have something very cool. It was only time limitations why I didn't show it. I will share my screen one more time so that we can also cover this. So like now with Instagram, we have a very cool like opportunities what we can do here. So like here in the automation template gallery, you find Instagram. And here we now have two new triggers. One's where you can start an automation every time someone is sending you adding a comment under one of your posts. So like here, what you can do here is you can start a conversation based on when someone actually does a comment on your post. Then you can also only say, hey, only if the comment is, contains any of these words. And then you can send a message to Instagram. So then you're actually DMing that contact by just him adding a comment to your post, which is super, super powerful for sales, for example, if you want to sell them something and to just engage with your audience on Instagram. So here, super cool use case. Here, again, you can also work with the AI agent. So one use case could be, here now adding the AI agent, and then the AI agent will actually start, chatting to the customer. Here, it like, really depends on the use case, on what you want to do with it, but super, super powerful. Then the other one for Instagram is similar, but here's the trigger on story replies. So here, every time someone replies to your story, you can then also trigger an automation. And then again, kind of triggering the AI agent or sending a message, kind of, maybe trying to get them from Instagram to WhatsApp. There are a lot of opportunities, but all of this is now possible with these two new triggers. Looks like very little, but you can actually do a lot with this now. Exactly. Let me know if there are any other questions regarding Instagram. Now next question, hard to pronounce. Ayush, can we host our AI agent on our website? Exactly, that's possible with our live chat. So as with any other channel, our AI agent really works across any channel, WhatsApp, SMS, email, live chat. So all you need to do is basically, again, set up your live chat in the inbox settings, then connect it to a web widget, install it on your website. Takes honestly like 5 minutes, and then the AI agent's also capable of just responding there. Then next question from Murat. Thanks a lot for the webinar. Perfect. Thank you for the feedback. No question. Nice. Glad to hear. Another question from Matt, not related to the AI agent, and you may cover it later on, but will the ability to tag people on Teams messages become possible? Yeah, definitely. I think next up we will add labels first for the AI agent. The kind of the difficulty with assigning the conversation to users and the AI agent is that the AI agent always needs to check what users can be assigned to the conversation, because of course not every user from the workspace has access to the specific inbox. So like there are some like small details where it makes it a little bit more complicated on our end, but yeah, it's very likely that this is coming kind of soon. Nice. The next one, when hosted, do we have option to remove Superchat logo and keep our company's logo? I guess it was also you with the website. Exactly. I think this, like the entire removing from brand removing, like the Superchat logo, is available, I think, from the professional or advanced plan onwards. So like there is like tied to the plan. You will find it on the pricing page. But yeah, that's possible. And then you can update colors, you can introduce your team, you can add your logo, you can add custom icons, you can update all the copy. So the web widget and the live chat we really made in a way where it doesn't feel like super chat. It should really feel and look like your website and your brand. Nice. Next one from Jan. How can we download or grab the information that has been given by the customer and AI agent as an overview to generate some KPIs? So this is currently not possible like right in Superchat yet. What you can do is definitely like a workaround, which is not nice, is use our public API for that and to kind of get all this data. Which is probably not a solution for you, I guess. But here there will also be many more updates in Q1 of next year, because that's also next up of kind of having all the KPIs on handle time, on also kind of sentiment on what was talked about, were the customers happy, were they not happy, and kind of all the outcomes from the conversation that an AI agent had with the customer. So that's following very soon. That's currently something that we're already looking at on the product side, and then hopefully start implementing beginning of next year. Nice. Any more questions? Did I miss any, Toby? Not sure if I missed any questions. We are very good with timing. Like the German webinar, were also a lot more people, a lot more people, but it took like 2 hours in the end. So thank you, Jan. Nice, perfect. I will stay in the call for 2 more minutes to see, whether there are more questions. But again, I think I already said it, but I'm actually stoked to see all of you kind of building really crazy things with it. Like we, like gave the feature on Friday to a handful of customers. And just over the weekend, where usually our message volume is significantly, lower than during the week, which of course makes sense, the AI agent already handled like so many conversations, and even greater to see the AI agent already executed so many tool calls. So like, added an internal note, updated the contact. So it's just like great to see, just like, us releasing this new feature and then seeing it like in production in like, hundreds and thousands of businesses. I think this is, the things that keep our team, especially also our engineering team, going. Nice. One more thing from Adam. Sorry, I got pulled away. It's a way of getting a copy of this. Yeah. So like all of this is recorded, and you will also get an email at latest by end of week with the entire recording. Then you can rewatch it. Really Social Media asked, do you have any plans to offer an API integration so Superchat could look at our internal system to get lots of different data points for our customers? Yeah, that's definitely already like in the works on the product side. So there's the same thing. So we really want to extend the tool calls that we are offering. So basically, at some point, the AI agent, you can set up custom cool tool calls, HTTP requests, so like the entire integration layer, so that if a customer asks specific questions about the product, the AI can just make the request by himself, get all the information back, and then respond accordingly. That's definitely something that's coming. I hope till end of year, but honestly, realistically, Q1 of next year. Then Matt, one more question. Sorry, I meant, can we add people in a group in our team chat like you can in WhatsApp? Now I'm a little bit confused because we also have a team chat in Superchat. So you can't mention people in our team chat feature. Does that answer your question? Yeah, just otherwise, please follow up. Nice. I promised, and then I come back to answer one or two more questions, and then I also have to head out of this call. Like I promised that we will cover really quick what's next. I kind of already went over it, to be honest. But what's next? Again, this is only the beginning. What's next is like all the things that I already teased very briefly. So again, we will double down on the integration and tool layer for the chat agent. So there's a lot more things coming, and then we will also introduce calling agents. So calling in Superchat, and then also with AI agents. We will double down on the AI copilot, and then this is like really just the AI layer, and then permissions are already in the works, and more improved analytics are currently already in the works, and we will also ship them till end of year, and many more things. But just to give you a brief kind of overview on what's coming on the AI front. Exactly. Nice. One more question here from Ayush. Could you please share an example, a sample prompt within which we are capturing potential lead contact details? Honestly, our AI does a really good job at that. So basically, all you really have to do is please try it out later. All you really need to do is go here into AI agent and then just say here exactly what you want. So like if you want to capture data from leads, say, hey, you create an agent that's responsible for capturing data from new leads. The uh, the the following data, blah blah blah. And then just edit here, hit enter, and then we will create it for you. And then you have a very good starting point to test everything, to adjust everything. But what like the outcome from this should already be at like 80% in most cases. In complex cases, maybe like 60%. But I already seen kind of businesses setting this up like literally in 5 minutes. I think this is always the claim, hey, set it up in 5 minutes, but then it takes like 5 hours. Like actually, I saw some of our customers setting it up in 5 minutes, and then it actually went live, and it already worked with customers, which is pretty scary to see. But yeah, it just works. Nice. I guess that's it. So again, for everyone maybe that joined late, all of this was recorded. We will share it in an email later this week. You will also find it on YouTube, and all of you already have this feature enabled. Pricing wise, nothing changes. The AI agent is still available from the professional plan onwards. If you're not in the professional plan, don't worry, you can test it at all times. So you will still see the AI agent. The only thing that you can't do is actually publish an automation with an AI agent. But then you can convince yourself how powerful it is, and that it will actually save very many resources, so that it's actually worth upgrading. And yeah, that's basically it. Mitch, another one. Away from the AI agent, will there ever be a way to reply to all users in one email? So you mean basically like a email newsletter, like a bike option, or what exactly do you mean? I guess away from the AI agent, will there ever be a way to reply to all users in an email? I guess you mean a newsletter via email. Currently not planned, but I will add it to the roadmap, and then we will take a look at it. I guess also maybe some of you already requested this. I think I'm not hearing this for the first time. Currently, like the broadcasting and newsletter functionality is only available with WhatsApp. Carbon copy? What exactly do you mean with carbon copy? Here, be able to reply to everyone that are CC'd into an email. Yeah, this is unfortunately, like, we are currently looking at it. We are using a provider for all the email, like the biggest provider for email communication. This is like how our product is set up. there are like always technically like limitations, but we are currently already talking to them because like forwarding CC, BCC, we are hearing from a lot of people. Email here and there is still also a little bit flaky, but that's just because email is like very difficult protocol because kind of we have to make it work with Microsoft, Google, SMPT, SMTP, and all of the other protocols. But that's currently something that like two engineers are actually already working on. Their timeline wise, like honestly, I really don't know. It could be a year, it could be a month. So like this is like super, super tough for me to say. Nice. Yeah, carbon copy. Can you elaborate? What exactly do you mean? And I will wait for this one, and then I unfortunately also need to jump into the next meeting. Nice. I guess no more questions. Really quick, one more thing. I'm currently actually today I already prepared like all the educational like videos for you. So then we will also update them in the Superchat Academy. So there will be one of me building a support agent, one sales agent, and one recruiting agent. So definitely take a look at our YouTube channel and then also our Superchat Academy, because these videos will be going live till end of this week. So there you have, one more time me just going through everything step by step in detail if you need like any help in setting it up. Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And I hope I will see you very soon in another webinar. This was fun. And yeah, have a great rest to the week. Bye bye.